Dude, sit back and buckle up. Today we're looking at Iron Man's 4 most powerful armors. We're really examining the most powerful armors. Tony Stark designed these armors purely for power. Let's get started. Armor number 1, Mark 22, Hot Rod. Our first armor, Hot Rod. And yes, I heard you say, that armor's name is legendary. I'm with you on that. But unfortunately, this armor doesn't appear much in Iron Man 3. But the moment it shows up, it's dazzling. It's got that red gold color, all shiny, like Tony woke up one morning and said, "Today I'm gonna flex." I heard your question. You're saying, what's Hot Rod's purpose? I'm answering. Basically, speed. This armor is Tony's hit and run mode. Imagine you need to hit a target and run. You've got 10 seconds. That's exactly when you call Hot Rod. But here's the funny part. The armor is so focused on speed that in terms of durability, one good hit and it's literally falling apart. Fast but fragile, you know? So I'm asking you, would you rather be fast and fragile or slow and tank-like? Hot Rod was fast but not very powerful, and Tony knew that. That's why the next armor is literally the complete opposite. Hey dude, I gotta tell you something important. First, let's get into party mode. Let's get a crowd going. I want a cool hat. Get me on stage. I need a microphone. Hey, everybody. Are you having fun? I gotta tell you something important. I put long hours and days of work into this channel. I need subscriptions to boost my motivation. Right now, don't forget, subscribe and like the video. God, I love getting on stage. You guys keep having fun, and I'm going to explain the second armor. Armor number 2, Mark 33, Silver Centurion. Silver Centurion. And guys, this armor is low-key the MVP of the final battle. It's got that silver red color. But you know what's really cool? This armor takes out enemies in the Iron Man 3 finale in one move. There's that scene. The enemies are acting like they're invincible. Then Tony remotely calls the Silver Centurion and bam, shoots a beam from the chest, and you can guess the rest. When I watched this, I literally screamed, "Yo!" the first time. That's what I'm talking about. Silver Centurion is basically Tony's "I'm done playing" mode. Other armors hit gently. This armor straight up presses the delete button. But here's the thing. Tony put such a powerful weapon in just one armor. Imagine if this armor fell into the bad guy's hands. Literally, game over for everyone. Tony sometimes gets a bit too confident, am I right? Silver Centurion was powerful, but Tony wasn't satisfied. The guy thought, what if I need something even bigger? And what he created next? Bro, literally, a tank. Armor number 3, Mark 33, Igor. Heavy lifting. Set the stage, because he's here. Who? Igor. And yes, the name comes from Frankenstein's assistant because this thing is a monster. Look, the other armors are normal human size, right? Igor? This dude is literally 8 feet tall. Huge, massive, absolute unit. In Iron Man 3, there's a scene with Igor. That huge metal platform is falling. Everyone's like, oh no. Then Igor comes, lifts it, and throws it. When I watched this, my jaw literally dropped. Dude is strong. By the way, dude, if you love watching big armors, I've explained the armors Iron Man designed for Hulk in his movies and comics. After this video, you can check out my channel and watch them. Let's continue. Think of it like Tony thought. What if one day I need to lift buildings? A normal person would say, that's never gonna happen. Tony says, better safe than sorry, and makes Igor. Dude, this guy thinks of every detail. I guess that's why he's Iron Man. When you look at all the superheroes over the years, most have supernatural powers. That's how they became heroes. But Iron Man designed his own power with his brain. That's why I love this guy. Let's continue. But here's the funny thing. Igor is so big and heavy that it literally moves like a tank. Slow, clunky, but whenever it hits something, boom, devastation. Definitely answer this question in the comments. I'm curious. Question: Igor versus Hulk. Who would win in your opinion? I'm giving Igor a chance honestly. Igor is a tank, strong but slow. And one day Tony thought, what if I do the opposite? What if I sacrifice everything just for speed? And thus was born the craziest armor. Armor. Number 4. Mark. 41. Bones. Lightweight armor. Bones. And it literally has bone in the name because this armor is so thin, it's like a skeleton. Guys, this concept is literally insane. Tony puts those thick metal pieces on normal armors, right? On bones, nothing. Just a thin layer. But Tony, what happens if you get hit? Don't get hit, bro. Peak confidence energy. Tony is basically in defense is for losers. I'm all about speed mode. In the Iron Man 3 finale, Bones moves so fast that enemies can't figure out where to hit. Tony's in one place, the armor's in another. Coordination on point. But of course, what happens in the end? An extremis soldier catches Bones and literally tears it apart. The armor breaks up, pieces flying everywhere. Tony says, "Well, that was expensive," and calls another armor. That's the thing about Bones. Fast but fragile. Glass cannon vibes. More holes than Swiss cheese by the end of that fight. Bonus armor. Mark XL4. Hulkbuster. Ultimate weapon. Guys, now things are getting serious because Tony Stark woke up one day and asked himself, what if Hulk goes crazy one day? A normal person would say, then I'll run away. Tony Stark, then I'll make an armor against Hulk, and creates the Hulkbuster. Dude, when I first saw this armor, I couldn't find the words. The scene opens in Age of Ultron. Tony needs to do something against Hulk. Then this thing descends from space. It's literally coming down from the sky piece by piece and putting itself on top of Tony's normal armor. Double armor. Armor inside armor. And the size? Remember Igor? We said 8 feet tall. Hulkbuster? Bro, this thing is 11 feet tall. A 3-meter tall tank. If you stand next to it, it's twice your size. Tony literally designed this beast to get to Hulk's level. But here's the crazy part. This armor is ready for everything. Your arm got ripped off? New arm piece coming from space. There's a system called Veronica. Literally spare parts delivery service. It's like Amazon Prime making deliveries in the middle of battle. Tony thought, Hulk can tear this armor apart, so I need spare parts. Dude, this guy thinks of every detail. Did you watch the fight scene in Age of Ultron? Tony punches Hulk into a building. Hulkbuster's punch sends Hulk flying. Then Hulk comes back, rips off the armor's arm. Tony immediately says, "New arm, please." Bam! New arm attaches and the fight continues. When I watched that scene, I literally stood up, screaming, "Yo, this is insane." And the power? Guys, this armor can lift and throw a car. It throws Hulk down an elevator shaft. Normal armors neutralize enemies. Hulkbuster redesigns the city. It uses whatever's around. Buildings, cars, street lamps. Everything becomes a weapon. But of course it has a problem. When you're this powerful, what happens? Energy runs out. Hulkbuster uses so much power that it can't last long. Tony eventually has to exit the armor because the battery dies. Now I'm asking you a question. Hulkbuster versus all other armors. Who do you think wins? I'm betting on Hulkbuster because this armor was literally designed against Hulk.